And now, please welcome your New York Knicks. At center, at 6'10", number 21, Daniel Gafford.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've got Ja Morant. Williams is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Pirtle in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks, Franz Wagner is out there with Stephen Curry. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. And in the NBA, Richard, the front court positions more than any other, evolving quite a bit in recent years.
Yeah, more versatility is required now than ever before. And both of these teams are loaded with talent in their front court. This should be an exciting watch.
Now, here's Gafford. Passes it to Wagner. Back to Gafford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Anunoby. And Pirtle pulls it down. Here's Leonard. And that one, good.
Tough buckets inside are nothing new to Kawhi. Having a hand in his face only sharpens the focus.
Now, here's Anunoby. Doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. Pass to Monk. Outside Williams. The dish to Leonard. Pirtle, the pass to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Kept alive by New York. Here's Towns. That one drops for him.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Hey, Greg, gritty is a word that is often used to describe the Grizzlies team.
And I think it applies to this unit as well. These guys are all tenacious and hungry. They play every game with a healthy chip on their shoulder. They love to compete.
Williams kicks to Morant. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Morant's got 5.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Down low, and that one's good. Towns.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, Wagner. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Curry passes to Towns. Over Monk. Karl Anthony Towns again. Towns has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And I'll tell you, offense comes really easy to Big Cat.
Monk kicks to Leonard. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Here's the floater. The Knicks pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and that one, they just locked it down defensively. Challenged shots and really protected the rim.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Leonard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And punishing you there on the interior. Usually Leonard's going to get the bucket, draw the foul, or both.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one is off. Greg, you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
He hits the second from the line.
And so much of what this team does at both ends centers around Kawhi Leonard. He is the anchor.
Curry kicks to Wagner. On the wing, Anunoby. He's covered by Leonard. Just 5 to shoot. Curry's shot is off. For Memphis, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Leonard attacking, and he banks in the layup. Leonard's got 5 now.
What strength from Leonard there, not allowing the defense to get the best of him.
Curry against Morant. Off target with his 3. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Takes it off the glass. 7 points in the game. Knicks trail by 4. Curry finds Anunoby.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Curry. There's the triple. Bangs home the trifecta.
You do it better than Curry. The range of his shooting is practically in a league of its own.
Grizzlies lead 12-11.
1:39 left to play in the first quarter. On the wing, Monk. Still scoreless. And the 3 ball is good.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Curry outside, and again, New York with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Grizzlies lead 17-16.
Morant against Wagner. Monk dishes to Williams. Here's Morant, and he makes good on the layup. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The pass to Gafford. Right side Towns. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line.
What's up?
1 shot.
That one drops. He ties it up.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
Morant bent for 2. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
1 eye on the rim, 1 eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Memphis.
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Ja Morant, he's out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Williams at the power forward. Now Towns. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Count it, good. Towns has got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
And we're getting past the early part of the season now. Richard, are teams more or less aware of how good they are by this stage?
Well, if teams are being honest, then yeah, some teams might still be lying to themselves, but most coaches and players know exactly what they are working with by now, Kevin.
That's good from Morant.
In an era where so many point guards are three-point shooters, Ja Morant, you know what? This man is built different. He's more of a throwback. Ja wants to apply pressure by driving, not shooting threes.
Both free throws good from Morant. And Wagner's got the ball here for New York. Trailing by 2. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor.
And one of the more underrated elements of his game. This is a guy that's always in control. Love seeing him finish even with the contact.
Here's Brown. Still yet to score. Yep, that one goes.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
23.
Now here's Leonard. 7 points in the game. Out left to the wing. Now here's Morant for 3. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. To the paint. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Vucevic.
That was the 3rd straight high-percentage look the defense has allowed. And the defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Morant. He's got 14. Pass to Poeltl. Just 5 on the clock. Monk dishes to Poeltl. Williams gets to Monk. It's rebounded by Curry. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And yes, records are made to be broken. But RJ made 3-point shots. My goodness, Curry is so far ahead of everyone else.
Yeah, to me it comes down to longevity. LeBron passed Kareem on the all-time scoring list, so anything is possible. But it's hard to pass that because he's just going to keep going.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Well, Ja Morant might be right-handed, but he looks to drive left. When he was a kid, he broke his right arm flying off a trampoline. Now that arm is shorter. Actually, that right hand is smaller too. He says, that's why I dribble with my left hand. I'm able to control the ball better. In my head, I think I'm left-handed. Back to you.
Trade secrets, right, David? Hey, thanks for the report. Here's Leonard. OG Anunoby making his last shot. Out to Morant. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists tonight.
He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Now here's Curry. He has 6. Shot from 6. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, okay. Well, I like his aggressiveness, but like the defense was waiting on him that time.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Curry against Morant. Curry getting it done inside.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Grizzlies timeout. Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks.
Davion Mitchell's checked in for Morant.
And once again,
a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. Third is Stephen Curry.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Leonard looking over the floor. Passes it to Mitchell. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. They get Stephen Curry.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
First one falls for him. And Mitchell drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And we've heard defensive-minded players, Greg, say, man, everything is a foul nowadays. You can't even touch the guy. You can't defend. Do they have a point?
It's getting tough, isn't it? I mean, you can't use your hands. You have to be set. It's almost like they want defenders to be traffic cones.
Stephen Curry hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Mitchell outside. Inside. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist by Mitchell. Pirtle's got his first bucket in this one.
Ooh, fighting for those two. Jakob Pirtle using that 7'1" frame.
And a deep three from Curry. And the Knicks miss again.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Leonard the pass to Monk. And he's good on the 3-ball. Now it's a 6-point Grizzly lead.
And Monk's just got a good feel for kind of how to exploit the defense, especially about how quickly he gets his shot off after getting the pass.
Now here's Curry. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. And it's denied.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Leonard, no luck.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now, here's Vucevic. 11 points last game. Anunoby kicks to Towns.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
The Knicks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Knicks. And so he makes both from the line.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Mitchell kicks to Williams. Nobody near Leonard. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
3 points.
Leonard's got 12 points in the game.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Gafford passes to Anunoby. Shoots over Pirtle. And Pirtle sends it back. Leonard inside. Gafford's there. The shot off that time. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Wagner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wagner's got his second basket.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left in the first half. Wiggins with the bounce pass. Here's Leonard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies out in front, up 5. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Coach. Your team has found success when they've gotten the ball into the paint. Is that the goal, to do more of that in the second half?
Yeah, we want to play inside out, force them to collapse, and then we got to share the ball. We have to make quick decisions. When we move the ball quickly, we'll get good shots. But if we hold on to it, they're not going to be high percentage shots.
The ball finds energy, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. There was no stopping Ja Morant in the first half. He had 16 points and 1 assist. Kenny, what do you think about the Grizzlies?
You know, every team talks about playing unselfishly, and in the first half, it didn't look like there was an ego on this team. Now, looks can be deceiving, but the assist totals back up what we saw.
Shaq, what did you think about New York?
Their inside attack has been overwhelming. Hard to beat some of them when living at the rim. These guys are imposing their will physically. Hey, better keep pounding them.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got OG Anunoby. Daniel Gafford is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Wagner in at the shooting guard position. Here's Gafford. Following the basket by Ja Morant. Shot is good, and the Memphis leads cut back down to 5 as they get the points there from Anunoby.
Certainly, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Making his presence felt on defense. Curry with the rejection.
And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Now let's take a look at the scoring breakdown tonight, divided between the starters and the reserves for Memphis. Here's Leonard. Williams kicks to Monk. Against Monk. And it's Wagner missing.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Leonard the pass to Monk. Morant with it. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
Monk against Wagner. To the inside. Wants to get it to Gafford and does. 4 on the clock. Leonard with the steal. Here's Morant. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
A great scorer. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, it's good to see him with his free throw percentage up over 80.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the NBA said expansion should wait until after the new CBA. Greg, that's done, so what new team?
I mean, Kevin, it seems like Seattle's been waiting forever. Professional teams have been crowding into Las Vegas, and don't sleep on Mexico City. A lot of potential fans south of the border.
Here's Morant, following the basket by Stephen Curry. Monk finds Williams. Leonard inside. He's guarded by Anunoby. And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, Leonard will battle you inside, and his strength can get him through the opposition.
Gafford passes to Wagner. Shoots from the elbow. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 14 points.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm for offense right now.
And that one's good. Morant.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. New York City remains a basketball mecca. NYC legend and former Knick Mark Jackson always talks up the basketball environment. He says, coming up in New York, it's all about the grit, the grind, the edge, the competitiveness, the swag, the confidence, the struggle, and the embracing of the bright lights. Kevin?
Well, it's all there, and it is the biggest stage for sure. David, thanks. And New York making a change here. Vucevic has checked in. Here's Wagner. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That one on Monk.
Yeah, easy call.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
That's good from Wagner. Both free throws good from Wagner. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Here's Morant. 26 points for him. Monk for 3. Rebounded by Vucevic.
Well, despite some uneven shooting for him, they're still out in front.
And Vucevic, RJ, one of the few NBA players from Switzerland.
Yeah, he's in a pretty exclusive club of Swiss players. Just 4 players coming from there. All of them since 2006. I love it when we get new players from new countries. It just grows the game. Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick-and-roll set.
And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Marcus Morris has checked in for Daniel Gafford. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Okashevsky's checked in for Williams. Alinari comes in for Leonard. And Chris Duarte is subbed in for Monk. Now here's Curry. 14 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Anunoby has the open look. New York, no good that time either.
If they want to come back, he needs to be better.
A nice shot by Gallinari. Gallinari's got the lead up to 13 now for Memphis.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wagner, they get it back. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Alinari outside, the feed to Pirtle. He doesn't hit that one. 18 that time for Vucevic. Here's Anunoby. That's tipped.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And finished off by Morant.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
Now here's Curry. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. They're playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Over to the wing. Here's Okashevsky. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Pokusevski's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wagner finds Vucevic. Morris, left side. Pass to Anunoby. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Pokusevski. Morris, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Outside Curry. Here's Vucevic. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 6 assists in the game.
Just an unselfish play from Curry, always ready to move the ball and his body to help an open shooter.
Duarte passes to Morant. Memphis moving it around. Count that one. Morant's got 30.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
And a deep 3 from Curry. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take
Memphis ball. Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. And now we take a listen into the recent huddle from Tom Thibodeau.
Defensively, it's too easy down there. Too easy. Keep the ball in front. Sound shot. Long rebound. Large.
Defense is so important to him, and he's not seeing it from his squad right now.
Lackluster. And you know, Kevin, that's not going to sit well with Coach Tiff.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. So on the floor for Memphis, you've got Jakob Poeltl. Mitchell is out there with Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Williams at the power forward. Curry kicks to Wagner. Lets it go. Gafford. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
53.
And there's the pass to Williams. Here's Poeltl, covered by Gafford. Mitchell against Wagner. 4 on the shot clock. Wiggins from outside. Curry with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Brown. Gets it done in the paint.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
55.
On the wing, Wiggins. Back to Leonard. The trade trains the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Curry on the wing. For 3, Wiggins with the block.
There's the length from Wiggins. Got the paw up and redirected the shot.
He feeds it to Mitchell. And stolen by Wagner. Pass to Curry. Fires from way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter. To the middle. Here's Williams. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down now to just 10 in the basket from Stephen Curry.
Grizzlies lead 71.
Here's Morant, and it's good off the back rim and in. Morant's got 16 points here in the second half. Pass to Towns. Outside for Curry, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
3-point goal.
Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Curry passes to Gafford. Now, here's Anunoby. He's covered by Leonard. Goes up on the block. And he drops it in from the low post.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Leonard kicks to Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Ja Morant.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Coming into this game, he'd been having a tough stretch. We all know that, but not anymore. He's back at his best, and I think it's safe to say that slump is over.
And that's only his first turnover of the game. And considering how far we are into the game, you can live with that.
Some nice passing there by Memphis. Pass to Monk. Now here is Pirtle. 6 to shoot. Curry deciding where to go with it. Offline with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. The pass to Monk. Down low. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Monk.
Nice bucket. Jakob with good size, and he knows how to use it.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
First personal foul.
The free throw drops for Curry.
And some consider Curry to be the greatest shooter of all time. And by some, I mean all. And he is capable of getting hot in a hurry.
Now here's Williams. Pirtle dishes to Monk. Shoots over Curry, and it's Memphis with another.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Pirtle against Gafford. Well, players certainly have become comfortable, Richard, asking for trades. Has it become too commonplace?
It doesn't happen too much in general. I just think a lot of times it's the stars, and so it becomes a lot bigger. So if we're going to say players, make sure we point out the stars. But loyalty is a two-way street. I remember Blake Griffin signing a 5-year contract with the Clippers, and the next thing you know, he was traded.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Memphis.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here up 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he has, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Morris is checked in for the Knicks. Christian Brown comes in for OG Anunoby. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Okashevsky's checked in for Jakob Pirtle. Chris Duarte comes in for Monk. And it's Mitchell in for Morant.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
To the right side. Driving in. Okashevsky. It's rebounded by New York.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling, and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
And you know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Kawhi. The defense, of course, keyed in on slowing you down tonight, but your teammates stepped up. How important is that for you?
It feels great, you know. That's what a championship team is about. You know, when your star's not going or they double teaming you, then you got other guys knocking out big shots like they did tonight.
The others came correct, man, and you got the dub. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you later.